What's going on YouTube? Kaioken coming at you with a Gen 4 OU battle against my boy Joey. He wanted to battle on Skype, so I was like, sure, let's battle. Anyway, let's talk about my team because there's no team preview in 4th Gen. So I have a Lucario Suicide Lead kind of thing. I got my Firewater Grass Core kind of. Then I just kind of brought Flygon and Raikou. This team doesn't really have any strategy. I just kind of grab random shit and hope that it worked. So you're gonna get to see what happened from the random shit I grabbed. And yeah, let's get into the battle right about now. So, like I said, I'm playing against Joey, so I'm leading up with Lucario, because I'm just like, Lucario can handle most shit, Suicide Lead, just Swords Dance up, and start fucking shit up. But, this fag Joey decides to not bring, something to lead with that Lucario can kill. So he leads up with Hippo, and I'm like, well shit, so I'm gonna switch out to a Venusaur. I'm going for Leech Seed, expecting him to, expect me to Sleep Powder, but he didn't do that. So, well, I guess he kind of did because he went for the Stealth Rocks, and I get a little bit of HP back with Leech Seeds. So I'm almost sitting back at full health. So now I'm gonna go for the Sleep Powder because I know he's gonna switch out, but I miss the Sleep Powder on incoming Roserade, which is whatever because it does have Natural Cure. So now I'm like, shit, it's a Roserade. So it could either HP Fire or start setting up spikes, or set up Toxic Spikes, but it wouldn't do that because I saw Venusaur around. So I go for the spikes. I'm like, shit. Now I'm in a really bad situation because if he gets up all 3 layers of spikes and I have to keep trying to maintain advantage, this is gonna go nowhere. So I'm gonna go to my Heatran. I'm gonna go for Substitute because I'm pretty sure that this Roserade can't do much. I'm pretty sure it's a special defensive set: spikes, rest, energy ball, and something else. Hidden power, either fire, ice. I have to go for this. I'm gonna go for a Fire Blast here, and I didn't really think he'd stay in, but it's either I go for Fire Blast, Toxic, or Earth Power, and I didn't want to go for Toxic and look like an idiot if he did stay in, predicting me to do something stupid. So here I'm going for Toxic, but I fucking missed my Toxic, and he's gonna get his Slack off. Now missing Toxic wasn't really that big of a deal. It would just cancel out the leftovers for this turn, but he's at full health anyway, so that didn't really matter at all. I'm just gonna go for Toxic now because I know he's gonna try to either break my sub or roar. And now I know 3 of his 4 moves. No, I know his full move set. But at this time in the battle, I was still thinking that he had Roar. For some odd reason, I'm just like, fuck, he has Roar, even though I saw his whole move set already. And, no, that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking he still might have Ice Fang, actually, even though I saw Crunch at the beginning of the battle. I just kind of forgot. Anyway, so I'm going to go out to Pert now. As he double switches out into Aerodactyl, I'm like, well, he's gonna break me to Stealth Rock, so I'm gonna go for Ice Beam. So I'm gonna go straight for the Ice Beam as his Aerodactyl taunts, and I'm just like, this should do a decent chunk. Wait a minute, why did I not do a decent chunk? Oh, that's right, Sandstorm and Rock type and special defense boost, and because Joey later told me he runs special defensive EVs on his whatchamacallit, Aerodactyl. Anyway, so I Ice Beam again as he brings in Rotom because I didn't want to Earthquake and look like an idiot. So here I was debating on what to do really for a good like 3 to 4 minutes because I'm like, he's probably gonna Will-O-Wisp, but I don't want to switch in my Heatran and have him go for the Hydro Pump, so I just went to Azaka as kind of the middle ground, and I ended up getting burned, but I guess I had to deal with it. So here, I thought he would predict me to go for the grass move and go into Roserade, so therefore I went for uh, the Sludge Bomb, but I guess he thought that I would do that. But I think Roserade would have been a better switch because if I had went for the Leech Seed, I would have got some HP back. But I suppose he was expecting me to Sleep Powder, which is why Hippowdon also worked as a switch in. But now I thought he would switch out, thinking that I would go for the Grass move. So I went for the Leech Seed instead over the Energy Ball because not Overgrow. Giga Drain isn't that good this gen, but he doesn't. So Azaka dies, and I got upset because Azaka died. So now he's gonna switch out. So I figured now's the time to get at my rocks as I go to my Swampert because I just dirt. And here I don't think I switch out here. I don't. Oh no, I thought about going out the Flygon, but I did go out the Flygon. What was I doing? As he goes up for his last layer of spikes. I don't know why I did that. Why did I go into my fly? I don't think I was expecting him to do that. I thought he might double switch, but I just U-turned. What was I expecting to do? I don't remember. Anyway, I'm just gonna U-turn out into Heatran, and now switching is gonna be really hard for me because he has all his spikes set up, all his entry hazards, and I'm just like, well, fuck me, eh? So I'm just gonna go into Heatran. I don't think I'm gonna sub this time. I think I'm gonna go straight for the Fire Blast this upcoming turn as he switches out after he rests. Yeah, I'll go straight for the Fire Blast because I figured I might as well try to kill the Rose Raid. And I hit the incoming Starmie, and I'm like, oh, alright then. It's going. I'm like, crit. Yes! Crit! But then it doesn't die, so I'm like, god damn it! It didn't die. So I'm just like, oh well, I guess I'll just stay in, because I figure he's going to rapid spin or try to recover. I'm just going to go for the Earth Power, just so I don't have to risk missing a Fire Blast. So I kill the Starmie. Granted, I did get a crit. That really sucked, because that definitely mattered. So he's going to go into Rotom, and I stay in because I thought he would trick last time when I sent in Azaka, but he didn't. So I'm just like, he might Will-O-Wisp predicting me to switch now. So I just stayed and took the trick, and now I have a choice Scarf Heatran, which is fine, because Heatran still operates with the Scarf, so, you know, that's good. So now I'm staying in, because I know he's going to Will-O-Wisp, but I'm locked in the Toxic, so it doesn't really matter. So, I go for the Toxic, he's already Toxic, doesn't really matter. And now I switch out into my Lucario, predicting him to... No, I was trying to Death Fodder this thing, but he missed his Hydro Pump. I think it was Hydro Pump, or maybe it was Will-O-Wisp, which that was pretty key, actually. Well, not really. I mean, just allowed me to kill this Rotom. And I almost clicked Close Combat here, because I'm used to 5th gen, where Rotom is not Ghost. So I was so close to clicking Close Combat or Extreme Speed, so I'm just like, you know, I click Crunch. I'm like, ah, fuck it, I'll just go Crunch. And I'm like, what? Super effective? Oh, shit. That's right. So now here, I was thinking about double switching into my Flygon, but I just decided to stay in. Or, yeah, I just decided to stay in because I'm just like, fuck it. And here, since I switched out every other time before, I thought he would predict me to switch out again, and therefore go for the hidden power, but Joey's just too good for me, and he just goes straight for the energy ball. So now my Swampert dies. So now I have no Rock Slide for the rest of the game. So now things are looking really bad for me. So I'm going to Flygon now. And now I'm just gonna reveal I have the Fire Blast, but he switches into his fucking Hippowdon. I'm just like, fuck, Joey. What if I would have gone for the Outrage there? And I really didn't want to go for the Outrage at any point during this match because I'm like, I don't know what his last is yet. So I was just like, I don't want to risk him having a Steel type. So now, still trying to fodder off my Lucario so I can get a switch into. I don't know why did I switch in Lucario? I guess I just wanted to get some damage. So I go to Lucario, but he slacks off. That's fine. And I go for Close Combat, and I get another crit. And that definitely mattered, because now he's going to go for the Earthquake. And he's going to die to Toxic this turn, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. I think he dies to Toxic this turn. Is it? Hold on. Nope. No, it's definitely not this turn. Is it? Oh, yeah, it is this turn. Oh, wow. Alrighty then. So now he's going to go on the Rose Raid, double down. I just go into my fastest mode, which happens to be my Scarf Flygon. I'm just going to U-turn out, because I still didn't want to outrage Jack. So like I said, we still don't know what each other's lasts are, but I'm figuring that his last is going to be a Steel type, just because he's fucking Joey, and he also has a Sand team. So I'm figuring, like, his last has to be something that resists Dragon, or something along those lines. So I'm gonna go into Heatran. I'm gonna go for Fire Blast, and I'm like, yes, Fire Blast. Aerodactyl's gonna do some decent damage. No, I fucking miss. I can't really complain too much. I've been hacking Joey this whole battle, but I felt so bad. So now I'm gonna Fire Blast, and he's gonna go for the Substitute. I'm like, okay, I was taunting Substitute. I'm like, he's gonna go for the Earthquake and kill me next turn. I'll go Fire Blast again. I missed, but then he goes for the Roost. So I'm like, his last move has to be Stab. So it's sub, roost, taunt, and insert a random stab move here. But it turns last move was Rock Slide, and I wasn't paying attention to my Fire Blast PP, so I kinda just struggle and die, which is fine. And Joey gets up a free sub. I was really hoping that he wouldn't sub, but Joey's a good player, so he knew to sub up again. So now I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I need to kill this Aerodactyl. Can't do shit to me. I'm just gonna outrage. I'm just gonna fucking outrage. So I outrage, kill the Aerodactyl sub, and his Rock Slide misses, and I'm like, Joey, if you don't want to miss, you might as well just use Rock Throw. So now we go into his direction, I'm like, I fucking knew it! Last Pokemon is a fucking Steel type! God damn it! I'm fucking upset now, because fucking Rock, and I'm locked in the outrage. But I still had a plan at this point. My last, I think, as you saw from the team preview, is Raikou, and I'm thinking that if I can get Raikou in here, safely, I still have a chance to do shit. But he over predicts, and well, yeah, he predicts me to switch out, but I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna stay in an outrage because I need to get Raikou in here at a decent amount of HP. But I'm just gonna keep outraging because I'm like, fuck it. Battle's already looking really bad for me. I might as well just fucking get a free switch into my Raikou, but I can't because my Flygon won't die, and yeah, my Flygon won't die. And I actually thought this was gonna be one of those fuck, what's it called? Standard Raichu with like body slam and shit like that, but it actually wasn't. So now I switch into my Raikou because I'm like, all right, now's the best time to get in because he's already got one Calm Mind up. He's going for the wish. So I'm like, alright, I can do this. I just need to get at least one Calm Mind up, and then I can hopefully tank a hit from this Rachi. It's at a +1, but I'll be at +1 after the Calm Mind, so it will be at neutral. But he's going to go for the Psychic, and it's going to do a really big chunk. It does a just shy of 100, like 98 points, something like that. So I'm like, fuck. This is looking really bad, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to go straight for the T-Bolt. But Joey switches out for some reason. I don't know why he did that, but because he did that, this Road Rage is gonna die. And now the Liger Zero Jaeger is gonna fucking go ham because I'm at +1, and I might as well just start using Hidden Power, because that's gonna be a dead Rose Raid now. Now the score is 2-2. I'm like, yes, even though I was fucking up before, I still got a chance to fucking win. Yes. So he goes with the Aerodactyl. I'm like, no, Aerodactyl, yes! Missed that rock slide, yes! I'm like, yes, this Aerodactyl's gonna die. I'm fucking looking really good, but no, it lives with fucking 10 HP or something like that. Joey didn't tell me how much it lived by, but he was like, yes, Aerodactyl and Sandstorm with special defensive EVs, let's go! So I'm like, damn it, if my Raikou dies, I'm gonna be upset. But he misses another rock slide! And I'm just like, yes, hacks! So it's good with you, though! It's like the hacks guys were just fucking with me before, but now they're just like, you know what, Kai? We're sorry, we're gonna give you the hacks that is beneficial to you this time. So I'm just gonna go for the T-Bolt, and it's not gonna kill Rachi, but that's completely fine. Because even though Raikou was not going to be able to kill Irachi, I still have my Scarf Flygon just waiting with a stab EQ, and Flygon's just going to finish up the game. So, yeah. Sorry I hacked shit out of you, Joey, but if you don't want to miss, you might as well just use Rock Throw, and if you don't want to get critted, you might as well just use Pokemon with Shell Armor or Battle Armor, man. That's just what you got to do sometimes. Anyway, that was a good game, Joey. I was linking in the description, so be sure to check him out. You guys know the deal. Comment, subscribe, and friend. Good jazz. This is Kaioken. I'll catch you next time. Later.